We find that people are always looking for gardening hacks. Stay to the end for the one we found the most bizarre. Even though there are tons of tried and true methods when it comes to planting your own garden, folks are always looking for something better. We've scoured the internet to find the most unique and sometimes unhinged gardening hacks. Let us know in the comments below if you've ever tried one of these, or if you have a unique gardening hack of your own. Let's go! This first hack is one we'd never heard of, but is one that some gardeners swear by for combating powdery mildew, milk spray. This involves creating a solution of 1 part milk to 2 parts water and spraying it on the plants affected by this common fungal disease. The idea behind this hack is that milk can act as an organic fungicide, helping to control and even eliminate powdery mildew. The concept of using milk as a treatment for powdery mildew has been passed down through gardening communities and has its roots in organic gardening practices. The science behind it suggests that the proteins in milk can act as an antiseptic and help to kill the fungal spores responsible for powdery mildew. Additionally, when exposed to sunlight, milk can produce a germicidal effect, further aiding in the control of the disease. To apply this hack, gardeners recommend mixing 1 part milk, preferably raw or at least unprocessed, with 2 parts water in a spray bottle. The mixture should then be sprayed generously on the affected plants, ensuring thorough coverage of both the upper and lower surfaces of the leaves. It's best to spray in the morning, allowing the plants to dry throughout the day, which helps to minimize the risk of further fungal growth due to prolonged moisture. Many gardeners report positive results with this method, noting that regular applications can significantly reduce the presence of powdery mildew and improve the overall health of the plants. They recommend reapplying the spray every 7 to 10 days, especially during periods of high humidity or when the disease is most active. However, as with any home remedy, results can vary. Some gardeners find milk spray highly effective, while others may not see the same level of success. It's also worth noting that while milk spray is a safe and natural option, it should be used as part of an integrated pest management approach, combining good cultural practices, such as proper spacing, pruning, and adequate air circulation to keep fungal diseases at bay. If you're facing a battle with powdery mildew and are looking for an organic solution, milk spray could be worth trying. Monitor your plants closely and adjust the frequency and concentration of the spray based on how your plants respond. This hack, while somewhat unconventional, is a testament to the innovative spirit of gardeners who continually seek out natural and effective ways to care for their plants. Next up, repurposing old pantyhose to tie up plants. This is a brilliant hack for providing gentle yet strong support. The elasticity of pantyhose makes it ideal for this purpose, as it can stretch without cutting into the plant stems. To do this, gather any worn out or unused pantyhose you have around the house. Cut the pantyhose into strips about 1 to 2 inches wide. The length of the strips will depend on the size of your plants and how much support they need. Gently tie the strips around the plant stems and attach them to stakes or trellises. The pantyhose will provide support while allowing the plants to grow without constriction. And in our research, we were surprised to find that some gardeners swear by using cinnamon as a natural antifungal agent to protect young plants from fungal diseases. The idea behind this hack is that cinnamon contains compounds with antifungal properties, which can help prevent common problems like damping off disease, a condition that affects seedlings and can cause them to wither and die. Here's how they recommend applying cinnamon for fungus prevention. Seedling protection. When planting seeds, sprinkle a light layer of cinnamon powder over the soil surface. This can help prevent fungal spores from establishing on the soil and attacking the young seedlings. Treating infected plants. If you notice fungal growth on existing plants or soil, you can also sprinkle cinnamon directly onto the affected area. The antifungal properties of cinnamon can help to inhibit further fungal development. Using cinnamon in water. Some gardeners mix cinnamon powder and water and use it as a spray. Combine 1 tablespoon of cinnamon powder with a quart of water. Let it steep for several hours or overnight. Then strain the mixture through a coffee filter or cheesecloth to remove the solids. Spray the solution on the plant's leaves and soil surface to provide a protective barrier against fungi. Cutting protection. When taking cuttings from plants, dipping the cut ends in cinnamon powder before planting them in soil can help prevent fungal infections and encourage healthy root development. While this hack is popular among organic gardeners and those looking for natural solutions, it's important to note that results can vary. Some gardeners report significant improvements, while others may not see a noticeable difference. Additionally, while cinnamon can help prevent some fungal diseases, it is not a cure-all and should be used as part of an integrated approach to plant health that includes proper watering, good air circulation, and regular monitoring for signs of disease. Another widely mentioned hack for improving plant growth involves the use of Epsom salt. We have a video on this that garnered a lot of controversy. Gardeners often dissolve a tablespoon of Epsom salt in a gallon of water and use this solution to water their plants once a month. The idea behind this practice is that the magnesium sulfate in Epsom salt can provide essential nutrients that promote healthier plant growth and more vibrant blooms. Magnesium is a crucial element for plants as it plays a significant role in photosynthesis, the process by which plants convert sunlight into energy. It is a central component of the chlorophyll molecule, which gives plants their green color and helps them capture light energy. Sulfur, another component of Epsom salt, is vital for the production of certain amino acids and proteins. Proponents of this hack believe that adding Epsom salt to the soil can correct deficiencies in these nutrients, leading to improved plant health, stronger stems, and enhanced flowering. However, this hack is not without its controversies. While many gardeners swear by the benefits of Epsom salt, some horticultural experts caution against its overuse. Excessive application of Epsom salt can lead to soil imbalances, potentially causing more harm than good. Magnesium and sulfur are secondary nutrients, meaning that while they are necessary for plant growth, they are required in much smaller quantities than primary nutrients like nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. Overloading the soil with magnesium sulfate can interfere with the uptake of other essential nutrients, leading to deficiencies and poor plant health. Moreover, not all plants benefit equally from Epsom salt. While it can be beneficial for certain plants like tomatoes, peppers, and roses, others may not show significant improvements or could even suffer from nutrient imbalances. It's crucial to conduct a soil test before using Epsom salt to determine if your soil is deficient in magnesium or sulfur. This step ensures that you are addressing a genuine need rather than applying a treatment that might not be necessary. Given these considerations, it's always a good idea to monitor how your plants respond to Epsom salt and adjust your approach as necessary. Start with a small, diluted amount and observe any changes in plant health and growth. If you notice positive effects, you can continue using Epsom salt judiciously. However, if you observe any adverse effects, such as yellowing leaves or stunted growth, discontinue use and reassess your soil's nutrient needs. Are you a tea drinker? If so, think twice before throwing away your tea bags next time you enjoy a cuppa. The idea behind this hack is to add used tea bags to your compost pile to increase the nitrogen content and speed up decomposition. The organic matter in tea leaves, rich in nitrogen, can help enrich your compost and, ultimately, your garden soil. Here's how it works. Tea leaves are an excellent source of nitrogen, a vital nutrient that aids in the breakdown of organic materials. When added to a compost pile, nitrogen-rich materials, also known as greens, help balance the carbon-rich materials, or browns, creating an optimal environment for microbial activity. This increased microbial activity accelerates the composting process, breaking down organic matter more efficiently and producing nutrient-rich compost faster. To use tea bags in your compost, follow these steps. After brewing tea, remove any staples or non-biodegradable parts from the tea bags. Some tea bags are made from synthetic fibers that do not decompose, so it's important to ensure that only biodegradable materials go into your compost. Place the used tea bags in your compost pile, distributing them evenly throughout the pile. The tea leaves will mix with other compostable materials, such as vegetable scraps, fruit peels, coffee grounds, and garden waste, providing a balanced mix of nitrogen and carbon. Maintain adequate moisture in your compost pile by keeping it as damp as a wrung-out sponge. Additionally, turn the compost regularly to aerate it and ensure that the tea leaves and other materials decompose evenly. Monitor the compost pile for signs of decomposition. Within a few weeks to months, depending on the size of the pile and the materials added, you should notice that the compost is breaking down into dark, crumbly soil. This is a sign that the compost is nearing maturity and will soon be ready to use in your garden. A unique hack for starting seeds involves using paper towel tubes. Gardeners cut the tubes into smaller sections, fill them with soil, and plant seeds in them. When it's time to transplant the seedlings, you can plant the whole tube directly into the garden. The tube will decompose over time, allowing the plant roots to grow through it. This method provides a biodegradable alternative to plastic seed trays and can make transplanting easier. Lastly, the most bizarre hack we found: the use of aspirin water to boost plant immunity. This method involves dissolving an aspirin tablet in a gallon of water and using this solution to water the plants. The underlying theory is that the salicylic acid in aspirin, a compound similar to the natural plant hormone salicylic acid, helps plants fend off diseases. Salicylic acid plays a crucial role in the plant's defense mechanisms, particularly in the systemic acquired resistance (SAR) response, which helps plants resist a broad spectrum of pathogens. To apply this hack, gardeners typically dissolve 1 regular aspirin, 325 milligrams, in a gallon of water. This mixture is then used to water the plants, usually every 3 weeks to a month. Some gardeners also use the solution as a foliar spray, misting it directly onto the leaves to enhance its efficacy. The effectiveness of this hack, however, is a topic of debate. Some gardeners report noticeable improvements in plant health and resilience, claiming that aspirin water helps their plants recover from stress and fight off diseases more effectively. They observe greener foliage, more vigorous growth, and fewer instances of fungal infections. On the other hand, there are mixed opinions within the gardening community regarding the consistency and reliability of this method. Critics argue that the benefits might be overestimated or that the improvements could be coincidental, influenced by other factors such as environmental conditions or overall plant care practices. Despite the controversy, the use of aspirin water represents an intriguing example of how gardeners experiment with household items to enhance plant health. It reflects the innovative and resourceful spirit of gardening enthusiasts who continuously seek new ways to optimize plant care. If you decide to try this hack, monitor your plants closely and consider keeping a control group to compare results. As with any experimental method, results can vary, and it's essential to observe and adjust based on your plant's specific needs and responses. There you have it, unique gardening hacks that can help you optimize your garden in new and unexpected ways. Remember, these hacks come from various sources and may not work for everyone, so feel free to experiment and find what works best for your garden. If you've tried any of these hacks or have your own unique tips, share them in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more gardening tips and tricks from GardenBound. Happy gardening!